am outside the Fairfield Card Show. This is probably the best card show in Northern California, and we do it a couple times a year. It is run by the Card Addict, and they do a fantastic job. Again, this is not just a good show to attend. This is a show that I also am setting up with my dad. So we could check that out. I'll show you inside our setup as things are about to get going here. All right, so JSA was on site doing some autograph authentication. And here we are just as things are getting going. You can see it's a giant room. PSA was doing some autograph authentication as well. And here's a really good look at the room. Oh, there were at least 300 tables here. Again, this is the premier card show in Northern California, in my opinion. And this is just as doors were opening. And I'm going to take you through several of the tables and show you some of my favorites. Now, one of the first tables I always go to is my buddy Craig. So I raced over there to see what he had. Now, there's a really nice couple of Clementes in this case, including this SGC4 there. You can see it, and some Ryans. Really a nice Jackie there, 55 Jackie. You got a Frank Robinson rookie card. I don't understand how that Campanella in a 6 is that affordable. Campanella is so underappreciated in the hobby. His prices are so low. Look at that, signed Ryan. Got some Hank Aaron's here. Got a bunch of Mantles. There's a nice 57 Mantle on the left of your screen. A nice 56 in the middle. Couple 57s over there. Got some Maze stuff. Cool stand-up Maze. Marichal rookie. Got a nice couple of Roger Maris's 65s. Now that Yogi caught my eye. That's a Yogi rookie. That's one of my Grails, guys. So I was going to take a closer look at that. That's a PSA 3.5 Yogi. You got an Aaron autograph and a 69. Wanted to give you guys a really good look at this case. Now, Craig is always buying collections as well if you ever are looking to sell. There was his contact information if you wanted to reach out if you see anything that you're looking for. Got a cool SP Jeter there and a Beckett 9. A couple of Jim Palmer rookie cards. Got a Bellingham King Griffey Jr. minor league card. How about a McCovey autograph rookie? Has a lot of good stuff. He's always one of my first stops, so I raced over here. Actually, I actually swung through there just before the card show started. So he was stacked as always. So we set up at the show. So this is one of my dad's cases here. And you can see he's got a nice second-year Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Lou Alcindor there. He's got a really nice 58 Clemente. See that 61 All-Star Maze. A lot of Maze stuff. Got that nice 58 Dobie. So I thought I'd show you guys our cases. I didn't show you our setup last time. So now there's a bunch of loose stuff. Singles. Stars, minor stars by year. Again, this is one of my dad's cases. Lots of different stuff, 50s and 60s, and then just some single stuff too. Some cool cards. And then I got a case. Some of this is mine. Some of this is my buddy Darren at Return to Collecting's cards. I didn't even bother to reprice my stuff, so it's been a while since I set up, so I don't know if I was off, but I was mostly there just to hang out, so I wasn't too worried about it. But yeah, you know, I've got a little everything. Got some Clementes, that Maze there of Darren's, and a nice 61 Maris of Darren's as well. You know, I got some hockey stuff up there, a few golf cards. I tried to bring a variety just because it spurs conversations that way. And my dad walks up with that Clemente I was just talking about. He bought it. He went over to Craig's table and bought it.
Now that was the big prize of the day for the Miller boys. So let's take a closer look at it. I got a little bit of a glare on this photo at the bottom, but it is a beautiful SGC 4, 1956 Roberto Clemente. So he did well. And people were digging away, and the show was off and running. So I snuck off over to my guy Scott's table from Thrill Valley Trading Company. Look at the 52 Redman in an SGC 7 with the tab. That thing is gorgeous. He had a lot of stuff. He's got quite a few Mays. You can see that 53 Bowman color Campanella. He had a few cards I was actually pretty interested. Look at the 53 Bowman color Stan Musial there. That thing is sweet. I love that card. It's one of my favorite Musial cards. Got a really nice 52 Spawn. You got a Mantle Bowman rookie, a Mays Bowman rookie, some 52 Topps Mays.
What is it?
And then he showed me this. He's like, check this out. Orlando Cepeda, who we lost this weekend. This is the court documents of an Orlando Cepeda lawsuit. That's not something you see every day. Orlando Cepeda lived in the town that the show was held, so that's how that showed up. So this table had some absolute fire. Now he is going to be at the National. His booth's listed there just a second ago at the top of your screen. But he has some massive stuff, and I'm going to take a closer look at some of it. Look at that 54 Williams in a 7. There's a Gehrig up there. Nice Johnny Mai. He's got some Leaf cards. You got the Leaf DiMaggio. You got a couple of, you got a Ryan and a bench. We'll take a closer look at the bench. But look at this guy. Beautiful 71 Clemente in an 8. It was a gorgeous card. So let's take a closer look. Now, first off, if you look up, look at these two Pete Roses, Venezuelans signed. Bunch of red and blue backs up there. Some Mays stuff. Mays Bowman in a 4. So these two really caught my eye. So this is a 1960 Bazooka Roberto Clemente in a PSA 5, and it is gorgeous. This is not a card you see every day, but even more rare is this one, the 68 Bazooka. And I was like, I got to get some video. Just send this over to my guy Theo, the Clemente collector. I would think he would be pretty interested in these. Now, they're not cheap. They're very, very rare. And these ones are in very high grade. So those were a highlight to see today. And then how about a Venezuelan Johnny Bench autographed? Johnny Bench rookie card, 68 Venezuelan, with an inscription as well. It's a 1 on the card, but a 10 on the auto. And there's only one graded higher Venezuelan rookie auto of Johnny Bench. And I kept on moving along. So I went over to Craig's table again because I saw this 1960 Topps Jim Brown. This is his third card. And it's a 4, backs off center. It's a 4, but it looks really, really nice. Looks like a 6 or so to me. It's $100. I used to have one in a 7, but it was off center, so I sold it. And I've kind of wanted one back, so I'm kind of thinking on that one. I might go back tomorrow and make a play for that. But then this Yogi.
Yeah, there we go.
This is a 48 Bowman Yogi Berra rookie card. He's asking $780, which is on the high end of comps, but it's a pretty nice 3.5. So I'm giving it a thought for sure. Pretty good centering. I couldn't really see. The lighting was bad in this spot, so I moved over so I could see it a little bit better. You all know this is one of my Grail cards, so, and I know that Craig is super fair and a super trustworthy dealer. I showed you his contact information earlier. So I really gave this a look. In fact, I sent this video to a couple of friends and said, hey, take a look. What do you think of this? So I kept thinking. Then I went over to Moe's. Moe's always got some of the absolute best stuff in Northern California. That Whitey Ford rookie, 51 Bowman Whitey Ford, caught my eye in a 2.5. Look at all these Mantles. 51 Berra. And then he's got some new stuff too, but he's a mostly vintage guy. Got a cool Jeter SP and a 7. This case just always blows my mind. 53 tops. These are almost all 8s and 9s. And then we mix in a 52 Willie Mays in an SGC 4. I mean, that case is just so valuable. It's insane. I kept on moving through his cases. He's such a good guy, too. We always have a good time hanging out. Now, that 1950 Bowman Larry Doby on the left in an SGC 4 is a super sharp card. That one I thought about as well. Again, he's got a little of everything. He does have some modern, too, you'll see here in a second. Went over to his basketball case. Now, he's got like 4 or 5 Jordan rookies. And the Jordan rookies, oh, and then, by the way, he's got that Namath. You'll see here in a minute, he's got another Namath that suddenly shows up. Here's one of his modern cases. Got a couple of huge Brock Purdy cards there in the middle. I mean, those are some of the best Brock Purdy cards, especially that gold contenders. If you're a modern person. In Northern California, Brock Purdy is the guy. So you'll see a lot of Brock Purdy stuff. But again, I'll show you these Jordans I was talking about. He's got like 4 or 5 of them. They were just graded. Oh, by the way, he has some sweet 61 Fleers. High grade Russell, Jerry West, action and regular. Look at these Look at that Chamberlain, my gosh. In a 7. Elgin Baylor, Oscar Robertson rookie. And then he's got the Jordans. Now that PSA 5 Jordan for $4,000 is a gorgeous 5. Gorgeous 5. He's got an 8 and 9. They were just graded. He just got those 4 Jordans back. They're big cards. Really big cards. And they're all nice. They're under the strict current PSA guidelines. And then I went over and saw my buddy, who is a viewer of MidLife Nation, member of MidLife Nation, in the shirt. So Jeremy is set up. He said, Sammy Thunder and I kind of convinced him to set up at shows, which was cool. And he was sporting the MidLife shirt. So this is his table. Jeremy's table's got some really good stuff. Again, you're always going to see a lot of giant stuff in Northern California. He's got a lot of Mays and McCovey. Could not be a nicer guy. Absolutely awesome guy. Do not hesitate to reach out to him if you see something on the screen that you would be interested in. He's got a Jerry Rice rookie over there. A lot of my nostalgia stuff from my childhood right here. Got a cool 62 Koufax, 70 Clemente. Got a nice Spawn there at the bottom. Had a lot of cool stuff. Again, a great guy. Don't hesitate to reach out to him. It was fun to visit with him for a few minutes during the show. He came over by my table. I went over by his. That was a lot of fun. And then I'm walking by this table, and I'm like, this caught my eye. Randomly, we've got a 47 Bond Bread Yogi Berra. Now, this is a big card, and it's in a 5. And it was gorgeous. Now, he does not price his cards. One of the reasons I didn't show more of his case, because I know that we all like to see prices on cards. But he's a regular dealer in the area, but here's a brief look at his case. Again, there aren't prices, so it's frustrating, but that Berra is a gorgeous card. and you know, it predates his Bowman. He's got good stuff, though. He's got a very good eye. So I went back over to Mo, and I said, Mo, let me see the Whitey Ford, please. So this is a car that's been on my list for a long time. So I take a look. Again, it's a 2.5. I don't need a perfect one. I just want one that's kind of centered. This is a super fair price. We're having a great time talking. Whenever there's a show and Mo's at, I end up spending at least a half hour just kind of hanging out with him. He sets up at the Burbank show a lot as well, so if you live down in Southern California, you can find him there. And then he said, hey, oh, by the way, another Namath just showed up. This came in the mail today. His sister-in-law ran it over to him. It's a 6. That Namath rookie in a 6 is huge. And then he said also this Julius Erving rookie showed up in the mail today. Now these guys, the Sports Bros, they are out of Reno, Nevada. Super nice guys. Really nice guys. Got that Mo Berg there. That thing's sweet. A lot of sweet stuff in this case. The T205 Christy Mathewson over there. I mean, you got a lot of tobacco cards in this case. A lot of Hall of Famers. That T205 Rube Marquardt is beautiful. Got a Huey Jennings. I love this N28 set, that Kaminsky there. That Kaminsky is just a beautiful card. And that 52 Spawn. Look at the Red Heart Mantle up there. He's got some basketball stuff. You got the Llewellyn Cinder rookie in second year. Got some Jim Brown stuff up there. A lot of their 60s are in this case. Got a nice Pete Rose rookie card. A lot of Clemente, a lot of Ted Williams. Cepeda rookie there. He was obviously talked about a lot today. Nice 52 top Spawn. They always have a good raw case, too. I know a lot of people prefer raw stuff, and they always have a great selection of raw cards. So they always have a variety. And they're pretty regular at a lot of the Northern California shows. They're not at all of them, but they're at a lot. Again, their information I put on the first screen that they had. And then you got the 54 Johnston cookies. Warren Spawn over there. That thing was a really nice looking card. And then they've got some shiny stuff too. You got a Steph Curry autograph, a Magic Johnson. You know, they've got some modern stuff. They gotta keep variety, but all right, that is a wrap. I just got home. I'm gonna head inside. I'm gonna edit this video and have this post on Sunday. This is a Saturday-Sunday card show, so I'm only going to be recapping today because I tried my best to get as much of the show as possible. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you reach out to some of those dealers. If there's anything in there that you see that you think is interesting, I'm sure a lot of them will work with you. All of them are great guys. I try to feature dealers that any of us would want to work with and are MidLife approved. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.